Good morning. I am going to help you guys to edit a moody black and white image. So this is the image that we are starting with, and this is the image that we are going to finish with, or some variation similar to that, depending on your style and your artistry. So back over here to this one, the very first thing that we are going to do is we are going to go up to adjustments. We're going to go down to auto black and white, and we're going to just shift it black and white. So this is a really cute image already. It didn't need a lot of enhancing. However, for a moodier vibe, I'm going to show you guys how to walk through it. With her smiling, it doesn't necessarily fit the moody imagery, but I know that you guys are working on some very intense images, and I want to be able to give you guys those tools to put into your tool bag. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to go up to our adjustment panel again. We're going to go down to our curves. And just like last week, we're going to move this off to the side, and then we're going to do a gentle S curve. So you can click somewhere in between on your lines. And then remember, when you move this up, it is going to be changing what the highlights are doing. So we're just going to brighten her just a touch, but it also will brighten the sky. So if you went too high, it's going to blow things out. So you don't want to do that. Just a nice, gentle S lift on that one. And then this is your shadows or your blacks. And as you guys can see, when you pull it down, her hair gets darker, her eyes get darker, and the brush behind her gets darker. So that is about where I'm going to leave the S curve. We're going to go ahead and hit apply. And then you guys can see from the beginning to the regular black and white to where we have it now, she's popping off of the page a little bit more so. And that's what we want to do with our edits. We want to make it look three-dimensional and make her look more alive. The next thing we're going to do is go back up to adjustments. We're going to go down to our brightness and contrast. And for the brightness, I think she has a very nice look to her, so I'm not going to bring up the brightness. She's already bright enough. We're just going to play around with the contrast, and we're just going to bring that up a touch. So you can see right here, that's before and that's after. Pretty subtle, but it does make a big difference. It pops it pretty well. So I'm going to put this at an even number because that, or like a set number. So 15 is where I'm going to go. If you cannot get your thing to scroll, you can always type in the box. And we're going to hit apply. So now you could be done with this image, or you could play around a little bit more. So you could go up to adjustments and do an auto pop layer to see what that would do to it. I don't like what the auto pop does, but on some images it looks really good. So I'm just going to go back up to the one above it to get rid of that layer. I think it washed her out too much. And then I'm just going to show you one other way to play around with the different colors in the background, so you can play with the hue and saturations. So here, if you like bump the saturation, let me find a color first that will work. Let's try like the reds and see if it'll bump. It's not bumping. So the lightness does definitely what it's supposed to in this program. We could colorize it, which is kind of fun, especially if you're like trying to go for something like dramatic and like a bad childhood memory would maybe be red. You can play around with these different things, and it's pretty neat to kind of do. Obviously pay attention, like some of them are way blown out and you don't want to do that. I'm going to shut colorizing off because we are doing just the black and white edit there. And you can change the lightness or darkness. So I'm going to bring my lightness down to 10. You can see the before and the after. So now you have that moodier edit. I'm going to click apply, and we are going to save. Nice and easy peasy. So here, we're going to go down to, we'll just hit save. Again, you can rename your file here. So I'm going to say moody edit, and then we're going to put it to 100% quality and hit download. And that is it. Hopefully you guys found this tutorial pretty simple and easy to follow along. And I hope that it takes your image from this to this.